There is a word that gets used a lot in animal behavior. Bonded. Your dog is bonded to you. You are bonded to your dog. It is a warm word, a comfortable one, and it describes something real. But there is a word that goes deeper. Imprinting. It is when your dog has chosen you not just as someone they love, but as their biological North Star, the fixed point their entire nervous system organizes itself around. Most owners never realize it is happening because it does not look dramatic. It does not announce itself. It is quieter than that and far more profound. These are the 7 signs your dog has imprinted on you, and we are saving the most significant one for last because it is the one most owners misread entirely. 1. They choose vulnerability over comfort. Think about where your dog sleeps, not where you put their bed, where they actually sleep given the choice. Because here is what most people miss about this. A dog seeking warmth at night will find warmth. They are extraordinarily resourceful. The radiator, the spot where the afternoon sun hit the floor and held its heat. The sofa cushion that retained warmth for hours after you stood up. Warmth is not the reason they come to you. Sleep is the single most vulnerable state any animal can enter. Every survival instinct that has ever existed in a dog's lineage tells them the same thing. Sleep is when danger finds you. Sleep is when you cannot run. Sleep is when you have no defenses. And yet a dog who is imprinted on you will bypass every safe, hidden, quiet corner of your home and come to sleep against you. Not near you, against you with some point of physical contact. A paw resting on your leg, their back pressed into your side, their weight settled across your feet. That contact is deliberate. It is not incidental. A dog who is imprinted does not just want to be in the same space during their most vulnerable hours. They want to be touching the person whose presence tells their entire nervous system that nothing bad is coming. You are not the warm option. You are the safe one. And that distinction is everything. By choosing to sleep against you, they are essentially outsourcing their survival vigilance to you. They are saying, I am shutting down my defenses, and I am trusting that you are the barrier between me and the world. This level of trust is the bedrock of imprinting. It is a silent, nightly ceremony of surrender that proves they see you as their protector, not just a provider. 2. They mirror your emotional state before you have shown it to anyone else. You are having a difficult day. You have not said anything. You have not cried. You have not changed your routine in any way that a human in the room would notice. And your dog is already there, pressed against you, quieter than usual, watching you in a way that feels different from their ordinary watching. This is not coincidence, and it is not the kind of sensitivity that all dogs develop with all people. It is specific to imprinting. In 2015, researchers at Asobu University in Japan, including Dr. Takafumi Kaigosui, who has spent decades studying the neurological basis of the dog-human bond, published findings in the journal Science that changed how the scientific community understood this connection. They found that prolonged mutual gaze between dogs and their owners triggered a measurable rise in oxytocin in both parties, the same hormonal response that underpins maternal bonding in humans. But the broader implication of their work went further. Dogs who had formed deep attachment bonds showed a unique capacity to read subtle physiological changes, shifts in scent, in breathing pattern, or in posture that preceded any visible emotional expression. Your dog is not reacting to what you show them. They are reading what your body has already decided before your face has caught up. A dog that is simply fond of you will notice when you are obviously distressed. They see the tears, they hear the raised voice, and they respond to the drama. But a dog that has imprinted on you notices when something is wrong before you have even decided it is. They are tuned into your baseline so perfectly that the slightest deviation, a heartbeat that is slightly faster, a scent of cortisol that is beginning to rise, or a tension in your shoulders, you didn't know you were carrying axe as a beacon for them. This mirroring is not just empathy. It is a form of biological synchronization. When you are anxious, their heart rate may climb. When you are finally at peace, you will see their body let go of tension. This is why imprinting is so much more than love. It is a shared nervous system. You are never truly alone in your internal world, because they're there with you, waiting for you to find your way back to calm. 3. They look to your face first before they react to anything. Something unexpected happens. A loud noise from outside. Someone unfamiliar at the door. A sudden movement in the house. Your dog's instinct fires immediately. Every sensory system they have is activated at once. And in that moment, before they bark, before they run toward or away, before they do anything at all, they look at your face, not at the thing that startled them, at you. This behavior is called emotional referencing, and it is one of the most well-documented indicators of a secure, imprinted bond between a dog and a specific human. Your dog is not looking at you for permission in those moments. They are doing something more sophisticated than that. They are reading your micro-expressions, the tension around your eyes, the set of your jaw, whether your breathing changed to calibrate their own response to the world. If your face is calm, their alarm dials down. If your face carries tension, they escalate. The critical detail here is this. Dogs do not do this with people they're simply comfortable around. They do it with the specific individual their brain has identified as the most reliable source of information about whether the world is safe. And the fact that your dog's first instinct in the moments that matter most is to find your face first. That is not habit. That is imprinting made visible. Think about how much information is being exchanged in that split second. You aren't just a person to them. You are their dictionary for the world. They are asking, do you see this? Do you recognize this as danger? Or are we safe? Your response dictates their reality. When you offer a calm, steady gaze, you are literally lowering their cortisol levels in real time. You are teaching them that the world is a place they can navigate because you are there to navigate it with them. This is why imprinting is the highest form of connection. It isn't just about presence. It is about shared consciousness. 4. They respond to you differently than they respond to anyone else in the room. This one is easy to observe, but easy to underestimate. You walk into a room where your dog is settled. They lift their head. Their tail moves differently than it does when other people enter. Their body language shifts in a way that is measurably distinct, closer, more open, more immediate. Or the opposite version. Someone else calls their name and they glance over. You call their name and they are already moving toward you before the second syllable has left your mouth. This selectivity is not training. It is not simply the result of who feeds them or walks them most often. Imprinting produces a specific neurological response to one individual that does not replicate itself with others, regardless of how familiar those others are. A dog who likes everyone in the household will respond warmly to everyone. But a dog who has imprinted will respond to you in a way that is categorically different, faster, more physical, more complete. Watch your dog's body the next time you enter a room after any period of absence. Even 10 minutes, that full body looseness, the tail that moves the entire errand with it. The immediate orientation toward you. That is their nervous system recognizing its anchor. And anchors have one job. Hold fast to the one thing that makes everything else feel stable. You are their constant in a world that is often chaotic. When they respond to you with this unique intensity, they are demonstrating that you occupy a singular space in their hierarchy of importance. You are not just a member of the pack, you are the core of their world. This distinction explains why a dog might be a good boy for the whole family, but only truly safe and unlocked when they are with you. It is the physical manifestation of a bond that has transcended social training and entered the realm of biological necessity. This behavior confirms that you are not competing for their attention. You have already won their devotion. 5. They follow your movement, not your location. There's a difference between a dog who follows you around the house and a dog who is imprinted on you. Both might end up in the same room, but the reason is different. A dog who follows out of routine or attachment will come when they notice you have moved. They will eventually settle, realize you're in the kitchen, and wander in. A dog who has imprinted on you is already moving before you have fully stood up. They have been reading you, your shifts in posture, your micro-movements, the specific way your weight redistributes before you rise, and they have predicted your movement before it has happened. They are not following you, they are staying ahead of you. This predictive tracking is one of the most remarkable aspects of an imprinted bond. Your dog has spent so much time studying you, the way you move, the sequences that precede your actions, the patterns your body broadcasts without your awareness, that they have built a map of you more detailed than any other being in your life. And that map keeps them oriented toward you even before you have given them anything to follow. It is as if they are tethered to you by an invisible line that tightens just before you change direction. This is not about clinginess. It is about a deep neurological alignment. They have synchronized their internal clock to yours. When they stay ahead of you, they are essentially scouting the path for you, or perhaps simply ensuring that they are always within the radius of your influence. They don't want to miss the moment you decide to shift your energy, because your energy is what defines their environment. This level of awareness means you're never truly moving alone. You have a constant, silent, and incredibly perceptive partner who is already one step ahead, waiting for you to lead, yet fully prepared to pivot the second you do. Sex. They seek physical contact without any external motivation. No food nearby, no excitement in the environment. Nothing has just happened that would logically prompt closeness. And your dog comes and presses their body against yours anyway. The lean, the paw placed on your leg, the head rested on your knee, the body wedged into whatever space exists between you and anything else. This is one of the clearest physical expressions of an imprinted bond, and one of the most consistently misread. People often assume this kind of contact is about the dog wanting something, attention, play, a walk, but a dog who has imprinted initiates contact in moments of complete ordinariness, where nothing is being asked for, when nothing is on offer. They come because proximity to you, the physical fact of being against you, produces something in their nervous system that nothing else in their environment replicates. Researchers studying co-regulation in dogs, the way a trusted human presence physiologically calms a dog's internal state, have found that this kind of unprompted physical contact is one of the most reliable indicators of deep attachment. The dog is not performing closeness. Their body is seeking regulation, and you are the only source of it that works completely. It is like an invisible recharging station. They don't need you to do anything. They just need you to be there. By leaning into you, they are confirming their connection to their fixed point. They are letting their heart rate drop in sync with yours, finding a stillness that is only possible when they are anchored to the person who represents safety. This isn't neediness. It is a profound testament to your role in their life. You have become their external regulator. When they press against you, they are essentially saying, "I am recalibrating my world by touching yours." This is the quietest sign on this list and, in many ways, the most profound. You are at the park. The lead is off. Your dog is 20 meters away, nose down, completely absorbed in something you cannot see or smell. And then, without being called, without any prompt from you, they look back just a glance, just long enough to find you, and then back to what they were doing. This is called the secure base check-in, and it is the single most consistent marker that distinguishes an imprinted dog from a dog who is simply well attached. This behavior was first documented in studies of human-infant attachment. It is the way a toddler will periodically look back at their caregiver mid-play, not because they need anything, but because their caregiver's continued presence is the condition that makes exploration feel safe at all. Remove the caregiver, and the child stops exploring. They become distressed. The same pattern has been documented in imprinted dogs. That voluntary glance back is your dog confirming you are still there, not because they are anxious, but because you are the fixed point in their world. A fixed point needs to be confirmed to keep everything else navigable. That glance is your dog telling you something that has no words. You are the reason the world feels safe enough to explore. Imprinting is not something you manufacture. It is not a reward for perfect training. It happens through thousands of ordinary moments. Every time you are consistent, every time you are calm, every time you are simply there, you build something most owners never realize exists. Not just love, but a biological anchor. If this journey helped you see your dog in a new light, hit like, comment on which sign you see most, and subscribe for more. Because the more you understand your dog, the better life gets for both of you.